Hey, what's up, everyone? Xenon Great here. I am super excited today to show you a new tool I created for you to use to calculate your odds of getting X number of legendaries or a dupe or a non-dupe based on a banner, anything like that. So I'm going to use my alternate account as an example. We're going to take a look. We have the Valeria and Brokir banner. Okay, so times 10 chance up. This account, I believe it has two two legendaries, Razak and Cratch. Uh, so let's take a look. I have 32 rares, 3,961 diamonds, and I have no legendary crystals for this account. But if I want to figure out how many summons it would take me to get these guys, or what are my odds of getting these guys, what are my odds of getting a dupe, let me introduce you to this guy. This right here is a new spreadsheet that I created, and I will be sharing the link down below in the description for you to make a copy of it, and then you can modify the values yourselves. But basically what you do is you look at, okay, let's see. Let's see the number of legendaries that are possible in this. So we have 8 lords, and we have, I believe it's 26 non-lord legendaries. So what we do is we now go here, we see, okay, the game total pool, there's 26 non-lords and there's 8 lords. And of those 26, I have Cratch and Razak. So I do have 2 of these non-lord legendaries. I have 32 rare summons. So we put 32 here. You'll see magic start happening on the page. And, free to play, I'm going to use my diamonds for stamina, as I say here. But let's say I'm going to use my diamonds here. I have 3,161 diamonds. Calculates it out to 45 summons, adds it to this, and also adds it to these. Now, this is a 10x banner. So we come down to this 10x banner one, and we take a look. It's not ready yet because you still have to input some values here for the 10x. The others are ready, but this one's not yet. Because Brokir and Valeria have a higher chance. So right now there's 2 legends in the 10x banner. And I don't have either of them, so I leave this as 0. And now we can look over here. Okay, so if I use all of my summons, my crystals and my rares, this doesn't count selling your rares, your rare heroes and whatnot for 30 crystal or 30 diamonds each. This is just based on what you currently have. So you can consistently update this to reflect what you currently have to see your odds. But right now, if I do all of this, I have a 26.3% chance of summoning 1 legend. And a 1.1 of this 26.3 is the chance of getting a dupe. And a non-dupe is a 23.1. So basically, these are all binomial distributions that, like, say however many trials occur. I'm not going to get too much into the math. You can see the formulas and stuff that are used on the page, but you'll notice that these numbers over here typically add up just about to the first legend that you hit. So if you want to figure out your actual percentage chance of getting a dupe or a non-dupe, you just do this number over this number times 100, and that's your percentage. And I actually detail that up here. Okay, furthermore, say we weren't on a 10x banner and we just had regular summons. The red up here represents that. There's also different types of like calculations for the rates and whatnot, which you would not change anything down here. You only change the stuff that are in these red border boxes. The 2x summon banner, I've had chats with people, okay, what's better, 1+1 or 2x? 2x is better odds of summoning the actual legendary itself, but 1.1+1 is better up to a point. So if we take a look here, if I use all of these in a 2x banner, okay, I got a 13% chance of getting 2 legendaries. That's pretty good. But in my 1+1, I have a 26.3% chance of getting 2 legendaries. and that's because it's the same odds as the first one. But if I was going for one legendary, which I don't know why you would, I have a 35.87% chance in a 2x banner. But we can see up to a certain point, depending on how many legendaries you are going for, the 2x banner does eventually get better than the 1+1 banner. Okay, now let's take a look because we have legendaries here, right? So let's say I have 5 legendaries. Of course, it's impossible to get 6 or more legendaries when you only have 5 legendary crystals. So it now updates these different fields to say, okay, here are your chances. Of course, it's impossible for me to get a dupe Lord Legendary and whatnot, so these are all, invalid. But if I say I had every single one, then the number completely flips because now I'm going to get a dupe. And then it's half of it, it's going to be half and half, but I don't have any, so I'm not going to have that number populated. Now, it does populate different areas. 1+1 banners don't have, legendary crystals. I just have the math in there just because, have every banner, have every type of summon. Same goes for ancients. You type in whatever amount of ancients you have. Ancients are always on a regular summon banner, but the odds of these banners, change. And so that's included in all the math. There's no 10x ancient banners right now, though I believe I seen one on the Forerunner server, so the math is there for you to, figure it out. But all in all, I'm gonna, like I said, leave the link down below for you guys to experiment with this. Type in your number of summons. When you ask people, how many summons should I do, or what banner should I do my summons on? If I have this many summons, should I wait? And the answer is go to this spreadsheet, fill out your info, and see for yourself the percentage chance of getting your legendaries. But I'm going to be making updates consistently to this if it needs updates. I'm sure, math of mine isn't probably perfect, but it's pretty darn close. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and enjoy your summons.